Good evening everyone, welcome to the season finale of 2SRL ACC Corsa Competizione Season 5. It is the 12th round and we are gonna end our 12 race journey. And it led us to this place. It is Kyalami in South Africa. And it should be good. We've got 2 championships still up for grabs. Of course, the constructors, or rather the team championship, has been decided last week in, where was it? Monza. I think it was Monza, yeah. So, if that's wrong, that's embarrassing. I think it was Monza. And the team championship has been decided there. Goddamn, I'm gonna look it up before that's wrong. So, it has gone to Benelux Racing with Light Cruise and Felix Rupert, but the 2 drivers' championships in overall and silver class are still up for grabs. So that should be exciting. Let's hope for that. I am actually intelligent. I just clicked the stream again instead of... okay, it's actually... it was Monza, so I wasn't wrong. That's amazing. Okay. So... I remembered a thing, guys. That's great. So we are into qualifying, about 10 minutes deep. And we've got a provisional pole sitter, and his name is Felix Rupert. He's also the championship leader and would-be champion if things stay as they are. I think he just needs to finish like top 10 and then he's fine. For the championship, George of course has won his 2nd career race last week in Italy, but that means he's stepped on the gas a little bit too late to save the season. It's kind of... well, it's kind of sad a little bit. That he has only managed to kick it up into high gears this late in the season. Before that it was kind of his, you know, consistent finishes carrying him. And now this is what it's gonna come down to. Let me get the standings and have a look at them so we know what we are dealing with here. That is F1 standings. Timo, what are you doing? God damn it. That is the grass, Felix. What are you doing? God damn it. Oh! Man's having fun. Okay. Let's see then, shall we? Okay. We have... was that 24? Ruben had him off. So we've got Felix Rupert on 422 points in P1, and then it's George Babin on 381. Which means that's a gap of, what's it, like 30, like 41 points, I guess? Yeah, 41 points is the gap, and that means if Felix wins, if George wins, which is 50 points, then Felix needs 8 points to equal that, and 8 points are what you get for being in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wait, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13. P13, ladies and gentlemen. You need to be P13. So if he finishes P13 or higher, he's won the championship. And that should be doable. Though he's been some races before. He's kind of been that in Alton Park, Zolder, and Silverstone. But he finished higher than P13 in most of them. So, yeah. Anyways, George is the first one to put it into the high 39s. It's a 39.966 in his number 31 Lamborghini. And that is faster than Felix. Then we've got Witkowski in the Boatley. Behind, running in P3, Illigner with a solid showing so far, running P4. Just about beating out Salmonen, who has... who is trying to, you know, put down a marker on one of the most impressive comebacks that 2SRL might have seen so far. He, of course, had a bit of an accident, I think like half a year ago, where he broke his back. I remember asking him, that's a figure of speech, right? And he was like, yeah, no, I literally broke my back. So that wasn't fun. I imagine has been on a long way to recovery, and after, well, I might stay away from mountain biking a little longer because that's where you got the injury. He's getting back to sim racing though. That's significantly less dangerous. Unless you accidentally punch yourself between the legs when you try to control force feedback. So, sim racing usually you don't hurt yourself. So that's good. And he'll be back in the McLaren. Only 7/10 off of pole for now, exceeding expectations already. And then we've got a second championship fight in silver class, and that one is between Bas Kessel and Jurien Visser. Assuming Smelt doesn't count for the standings. I do not know if he does, but if he does, then he needs to be outscored. If he doesn't, then it's just between Dragon and Basco. And we also look at the standings there. So silver class, of course, using the normal F1 standing sheet, or standing points distribution, right, that's the word. And yeah, okay, Jesper Smelt still topping the tables after about half a season past his promotion. And he's sitting on 143 points, then it's Bas Kessel on 137 and Jurien Visser on 131. And that basically means, well, if Dragon wins and Bas comes second, then it's it's Jurien's championship. If not, things get a little more complicated. And we are nearing the end of qualifying. Brabner is not going to improve on his time. What can Felix do? Oh! Well, that answers all the questions I just asked. Antoine has put it in fourth. So there's something coming there. Victor is not going to improve either. I think he's got pole and silver class nailed down though. Who can improve? So Salmonen and Chumley are still up on their time. Salmonen gonna come across, lost a little bit of time on the last corner there, went deep. It's gonna improve though, and it's gonna be P4. What a comeback from the Finn. Those Finnish people, man. They do know how to pretend drive, don't they? And Sam is coming down the hill towards Death Curb Corner. There's got one right-hander, and then it's, then we approach Death Curb Corner. Let's run on board with him. He's up 210, so that could be a threat for Salmonen. Unless you do that, Sam. That certainly costs some time. Might still be able to maybe unseat Illigner from P6. But he's going to be really annoyed with that. That was an unnecessary mistake. So close towards the end of the lap, he improves, and it doesn't beat anyone. So it's P7 for Samuel Chumley. And Ansel is still going. Ansel is still going. We haven't seen him in a while. He is back. And he's gonna take that curve very nicely and probably gonna beat Marius Torres. And not go any further though. Yeah. Oh, he beat Ruben as well. So he's gained massive ground in the final corner, which I didn't see coming. So that's our qualifying. And we're gonna go through the results in more detail as soon as we head to our grid walk, which is right around now. What a coincidence. Hey. Let's see. Let's see who we got. And what's our order. So, the two championship protagonists are on the front row. We've got George Brabner once again beating Felix Rupert. Even though it's probably too late, Rupert needs to just keep it clean, finish P13 or better, and he wins this championship. But maybe there's still hope for George. We'll see. Turn 1 is usually crunch time. Chris Witkowski won 2 races as a silver class driver, has then been promoted, was really solid all through the season, absolutely loves the Bentley, might be looking at attacking the top 2. Janne Salmonen, brilliant recovery after, well, having to recover from a real-life mountain biking accident for about 7 or 8 months, and he's put it P4. Then Antoine Olivet, maybe close enough to give his teammate a little bit of backup. Dominic Illigner is running in P6. A decent qualifying from him, outqualifies Chumley, which he'll be pleased with. Then silver class pole sitter Viktor Czerwinski, way ahead of anyone else in silver class. He's going to try and carry his Porsche to the finish line in a silver class winning position today. He starts P8. Philipp Ansel, after a little bit of missed races, P9 ahead of Ruben van den Heuling, who probably bottled qualifying a little bit. Marius Torres finds himself in the Aston Martin. He, of course, started the season as a full-time driver in the Lamborghini alongside Wow, but now he's reserving, and it shall be the support wheels car. To put it like that. Then Jasper Sweld P12. Christian Stricker has decided that driving the Porsche is a great idea, and we shall follow his path with great interest. And it is Jack Mills in P14, second in silver class. Good qualifying from him. Nico Veltman, a little bit way down the order from where he usually sits, is in P15. He'll look to gain some places. Then Jurien Visser, P3 in silver class championship, 16th on the grid, third in silver class, and beats Bas Kessel. Between the two of them, we've got Pixel though in the McLaren on the right hand side, and then it's Kessel. He is looking to get the championship done today. He just needs to beat Jurien or stay within reasonable range of him. Then Kennedy Chikeka might try and disrupt exactly that fight. Sonzi's Max spins a lot, only in P20, but I think he's got more in him, so that will be interesting as well. Then Ryan Noppen, P4 in silver class, is running in P21, and the Danish driver Romse Jensen with a qualifying ban in P22. So that is our grid for the final race of this season. 1 hour and, well, a formation lap and a little bit even more, and then we are done with this season. And yeah, so make sure to stay right where you are. It should be exciting. Kyalami, one of those tracks where overtaking isn't gifted, or is gifted the right word? You know, you don't get them for free, the overtakes, unlike Monza maybe, but you have to work for them, and they are possible. So usually some prolonged fights. I remember season 2, Sam and Ruben. I remember season 4, Alex and Ruben. So there is some fights to be had, and there is some excitement to be found on this track, on the only African track that is being raced in EGL, as Philip Ansel almost does an Antoine Olivier. In fact, let's pretend that I never threw a car into a wall on the formation lap of a Kyalami race. That has never happened, because no one cares about the dead GT4 series. I'm glad no one cares about that. It'd be tragic if people did. Then I would have to cry. So, yeah, I mean, what is there to say? I'm gonna get some corner names up, actually, so I can call them out, feel smart about myself. That's called doing the ollie. Chikeka is gonna start from the pit lane. Maybe he forgot to put fuel in his car. That's not supposed to happen, in fact. Believe it or not. As we go past Clubhouse. The incredible knowledge bomb I can read. And now the S's. Yes, those are S's, actually. I'm not gonna try and pronounce the thing up the hill. We're just gonna call it hairpin, because that is essentially what this boils down to. I actually need to check something. I mean, I don't need to, but I will, because I'm interested. Let's see. So Kyalami is a historical circuit, of course, and there is a historical layout. I just don't know if we can see it here, because it should be somewhere here. Where is it? There is a historical layout somewhere here, but I don't... They probably killed it. God damn it. Okay, I wanted to have a look at that. Seems like we'll have a look at the start again. I'm very sorry. I know you all wanted to see the old Kyalami layout and not the lame race start. And yes, Imposter Jensen is also driving. Well, Imposter Jensen. Real Jensen, you know. Your Danish twin brother. His name is Romse Jensen, and he's gonna shoot the Asian guy in the face. So let's see that. Also, I think we're gonna drive into the sunset as, well, sunsets over Kyalami. And we are so close to the last green lights of Season 5 of 2SRL ACC. George Bratton is going to try and lead us into turn 1, but for that he needs a good launch. And can he get it? Can he beat Rupert to the launch? Where the hell is the start finish line? There we go, green for the last time of the season. And George seems like he's got a great getaway, but maybe that actually gifts some slipstream to Felix Rupert. We've got a 3-wide moment down the down below. Jano had a pretty bad start. Illignite breaking really deep, and there's a little bit of contact between the Finn and the German. Oh, Salmonen's round. That's terrible news. Ruben gets spun around on the outside. Witkowski is also caught up in this. He loses silver class lead in that, but up front everything is fine. We're gonna go into a replay instantly. That was Salmonen. Yeah, we want to look at Salmonen, and then I guess Chavinsky, not Witkowski. It's the wrong one. Just squeeze on because you have Olivier on his inside there, and then everything goes wrong from there on. Oh, that's the wrong. God damn it, wrong guy. This is also the wrong. I'm really good at camera work. Anyway, so we go back to live feed, and we see that there's a 5/10 gap at the front, but Rupert can chill. He wins the championship if he just stays in this position. He doesn't need to risk being spun out. The only moment when it gets risky is if he gets pressure from behind, where Witkowski is gonna be. Formula Chris, an absolute, well, probably the most surprising driver of this whole season, as we see Marius and Mills going side by side. Mills currently in silver class lead. He's gonna lose a position to Marius into Mineshaft as he go down the hill. Next one is a tight right-hander. They've got Weld lurking behind them. There's a little bit of contact. Hope no one spins. I hope no Mills, no moment. And now it's gonna be Weld. And oh no, Feld and Marius are gonna go side by side to Cheetah. It goes well just about, but that is Wow now trying to attack Veld. Doesn't get the move done. Chikika's run in the background. Oh, that's the wrong one. I didn't want to look at Chris, but I did anyways, and we saw the funny. Yeah, that's the funny. That's Noppen and Chris doing the funny. Goodbye to both of you. Tragedy, honestly. So how are the gaps developing? Can Olivier hang on? Can Chumley hang on? They've all gained some good positions off of that incident. Salmonen going to the pit lane. Big shame after his great qualifying. His determination to return to the grid. There is no Asian driver, no. I don't think so. And if it is, then I'm like... Nah, I don't think we have an Asian. We have an African, but we don't have an Asian, no. So I guess Ramse will have to find someone else to shoot in the face. He's gained a lot of positions. He's had a qualifying ban and now he's running in P14. And is right behind Pixel, who is behind Kessler. Wait, what happened to Visser? Visser's completely down the order. So he needs to gain loads of positions for Silver Class Championship hopes. Because Kessel P12, Visser P18. He probably got caught up in that start incident, and honestly we can blame him. It was so much chaos. You don't really know where to drive. Sometimes people don't hold brakes and run wide. It's really weird, and it seems Dragon got the worst of it. So Silver Class Championship seems like a distant dream right now. Jack Mills leading Silver Class well after 2 laps. And Kessel's gonna pick up 18 points for his efforts if he finishes here. But as I say, I mean, it's 56 minutes to go. Everything can happen. And everything will happen. And Visser's in the pit lane. So now this is... I mean, he needs to just undercut them with clear air big time right now, or that's his championship done. He must have gotten damage, probably just like T-boned someone. And that is tragic that it has to end like this. Oh, Torres sends one on Mills. And Val behind is setting them up for a move. Are we going to get a 3-wide? Yes, it is exactly a 3-wide into Sunset. Look at Wow. He's desperately trying to find the gap. He doesn't find it. Well, with a brilliant double overtake. Oh, Mills and Marius touching each other in the braking zone. Mills gets the nose ahead, though. So he stays where he is. A little bit of a wobble on the outside. And now Marius maybe sticking his nose in. Doesn't. Wow still has to wait behind them. Behind his ex-teammate as well. Visser still in the pit lane. This seems like an awfully long pit stop. And I believe that's the deciding moment in the championship for Silver Class. Yeah, so Veld, stellar move, gains 2 places. Mills, stellar outbreak, doesn't hit the apex. And is gonna be under attack from Marius Torres down the hill. Or maybe with a switchback. No, Mills covers it off really well. Nothing the Aston Martin can do against that. And Wow also stuck properly behind. And honestly, I'm surprised we are... Oh, that's someone off in Cheetah, and Marius with an almighty send into the last corner. A little bit of bonking going on there. I mean, I'm sure they'll get over it. Mills still has... well, he's still ahead of that Lexus behind him, who's the next guy in class. He's fighting. And now it seems like Wow has just done the same thing Veld did a few laps earlier and has gained himself 2 places. Maybe just one, though. He's going to run side by side, the Lamborghini with the McLaren. I hope they leave each other enough room. It seems they do, and Mills keeps the position. So 2 cars buffer to P2 in silver class. We are looking at the red and white Lexus versus the green and black McLaren for silver class. Oh, the curbs. The almighty curbs. They don't do much. Sam with a little bit of a struggle here, honestly, I think. And might be under threat from Philip Ansel, aka Vazook. And Witkowski making some big pressure on Felix Rupert. So this is a little bit scary. How much is Rupert willing to fight this? How much does he want the championship over the race win? You know, you kind of want to win the race. Ah, big mistake. Well, solid mistake. There misses the apex, goes off track. Gonna get a bad acceleration. I don't think it's enough for Chris to do anything though. Yeah, so he's gonna have to wait a little more. This fight is still raging on. It's silver class leader Mills, then reserve driver Marius Torres, then pro class driver Illigner, and then silver class P2 and championship contender Bas Kessel. Savikas faking the outside, selling him the dummy, tries to run it the long way, doesn't manage to pull it off though. Can Wow get back at him now? He's looking to the inside, slots in behind. It's really tough to find those moments. Mills solidly driving as well. He seems kind of unaffected by the mistake or by the attacks of others so far. He's gonna carry his silver lead into sunset. And that is an ambitious one from Wow, but he just misses the apex because there's an Aston Martin there and doesn't get anything done really. Here a little bit further down, we've got Ruben trying to recover from a nightmare at the start, fighting with Pixel, who we've seen bonking the curb at Cheetah. Cheetah being the penultimate corner, of course, with the curb of death. So, wait, what are we looking at up front there? We had... Is that a move happening? No. Okay. Marius is just... probably getting frustrated right around now. I mean, he's got 50 minutes to do it. He's got the pit stop phase to do it. This should be fine. Oh, we've got Death. Who is that? Who is dead? 51. Oh, it's Chris. That's tragic, honestly. Poor Chris. What did he do? Replay. I just went off track in the S's and then failed on the rejoin. Driving the Porsche is one hell of a drug. It's the rodeo car. You know, that's why I say... Like, that's why I don't like it when people shit talk the Aston Martin. And say, you know, it's the support wheels bicycle. I'm like, dude, what do you rather do? Like, go on a bicycle or on a rodeo bull? I don't know. I take the... Oh! Side by side into turn 1. We've got Illigner trying to get his way past Taurus. He's going to force him off the apex because he's placing his car very well there. Kessel lurking behind him as well. Wants to get the move done. Doesn't. Chris off again, by the way. And Romza is in P3 in class right behind him. Had a brilliant first stint so far after his qualifying ban that he got for the bonk with Olive in the last one. What's Ruben doing? Did Ruben get the run on Pixel? Sweeping it long? Doesn't. Yeah, I mean, it's tough. Maybe with the cutback, if he can brake significantly later, no. I mean, it's the thing, like, Pixel knows the lines, he holds them really well. And then Ruben needs to be so much faster to actually threaten him. Oh, that was more than a threat. That was a push into a spin. Light Cruiser ending Pixel, well, his fight with Pixel there in a very unconventional way. Well, not unconventional actually, but in a really rough one. I don't like seeing that, of course. Pixel's gonna be absolutely fuming. And this is... Wait, Romza's getting a move on Kessel. Romza's just overtaken Kessel for P2 in Silver Class. Can Kessel fight back? If he breaks deep, the Lexus wants to defend this, and he gets it done. Maybe on the cutback, Romza can fight back once again. Doesn't. So, position held solidly for Bas Kessel, but he's lost some time to Taurus, Illigna, and Mills by extension, which is where he wants to be. Though he doesn't need to be there. Like, he can win Silver Class from where he is after what happened to Visser. So he's actually completely fine. Ouch. I hope no one heard that. I think I just snapped my neck. A man just takes the escape rope. Oh, and that goes deep. And this time he's gonna lose the position for sure, does Basco. Yeah, Romza through and Chavinsky through as well. Actually, can he defend from Vito? Vito on the outside of the Porsche should have to run it a wider line. But the Porsche is almighty on the braking. Maybe he sends one, he doesn't. So, yeah, that's really reasonable from him. But it's a position loss for Kessel in any case. The thing is, though, Visser needs to outscore him, and Visser's 21st. Oh, what did Romza do? What did Romza do? He's just gone. What was that? I have no idea. We're going to watch it in replay, of course. And we'll have a look at the aftermath of that, because I think Kessel just regained the position. Oh, no, actually. Maybe lost it. So, let's see. Romza, what are you doing? What's your mission, buddy? Oh, no. Ho, 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 Vito. Vito should buy a lottery ticket on this best day, because he just gained the position after not being at. That's 2 spots up the order for him, actually. So after Kessel gets past a spinning one of them, he now has another one in his face. The other thing is the Porsche is bad on the straight line. So the Lexus is the opposite. Oh, what was that? That was a mistake from WoW, as he loses the positions to Mills and to Savikas. Yeah, true. Head's in fact still on my neck. So I'm actually completely fine, and it's healthy. It's healthy to snap your neck once in a while. This is not life advice, by the way. Wait, what's happened to George? George! No! Replay? What's happened to George? This is a replay, and we didn't catch it. He passes Oliver here. Oh, he's binned it. He's just binned it. I don't know what he did, but it was bad, I'm sure. RIP. So that's how easily you lose a race lead. And I think he's 5 seconds off Witkowski, who seizes a chance at winning one here. Can we go back to live feed, please? Please, I swear, I'm... There you... Oh, what's that lag? Oh, God. I think I need to reconnect. I'm gonna watch what happens to Taurus and Mills, and then I reconnect to fix the lag. Also, Chamley's gone for the big time undercut. He is in P19 as expected after the undercut, of course. Marius not able to find enough grip on the outside line. Just well defended again. You need some proper slipstream, and then you need some proper braking commitment to make anything happen on this part of the track. Down the main straight. I don't like the last corner. It's just kind of a bland off-camber 90-degree corner, which you have to get absolutely right to get the run on the straight. It's a little frustrating sometimes. Okay, no overtake, which means I get to reconnect to fix the lag. Yeah, it's great that you're saving the replay, honestly. Load. Yeah, I'm gonna give it all I can. We're back with with a race instead of a PowerPoint presentation, as Iligna finds a way past Marius Torres somehow there, and Chavinsky also looks very interested, can't capitalize off of the mistake of the Aston Martin there though. So that's nice from Dominic, he's up to P9 again, still has to make up for his lap 1 mistake, might even get a penalty for that, so I don't know. A nice move though, don't really see those too often, do you? This is such a battle group, man. They are absolutely sitting on each other. Oh, Marius! Marius practicing social distancing from the apex there. Just goes way off, and that gives the position to Victor. Oh, Mills, no! Mills! Oh, no! Jack Mills has done it again, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna watch the Mills no moment of this race. You don't need to be a fortune teller to see what happens. Oh, I was wrong. Well, it's the... Oh, that's a big one. Marius does well to avoid that and pits right away, so... Oh, man. Yeah, that corner is death, and and death comes for Mills today. That was a wall with his name on it. God damn it. My man Jack was leading server class, now he isn't. Now the server class leader is Viktor Chevinsky in his Perkele GP Porsche. Ahead of, well then Ruben, but Ruben is the pro class driver, so Kessel is second. Romse is third, so still podium positions for him. Sonzi also having a solid race. And if we check up front, the gap there is 6/10 between P1 and P2. It's Rupert and Chris. So Chris is making some decent pressure. He has got, he is certainly in undercut range for the pit stops. And the depressing thing is right behind him is Janne Salmonen. I don't even think they are, I don't even think they're destroying him or anything. Like, I think Salmonen is just going solid pace. Nah, I guess they're like 8/10 faster. So, okay, they've got a good pace diff. Now Oliver's into the pit lane. 43 minutes to go. Really early one. Undercut as well, of course. Yeah, rest in peace, Chris. It's how it do go sometimes, isn't it? Well, let's hope next season is yours. You'll be a changed man, as someone else would say. Mills leaving the pit lane, a lap down. After big repairs, he's gonna have to let everyone lap him. We're gonna see where Sam and Oliver come out in relationship to each other. Have they actually not? Okay, so Oliver is still in the pit lane. This number 17, it looks like Sam has just gotten the jump by so much. Which is interesting considering the fact that that Oliver undercut Sam. So, yeah, Sam beating him here might mean that he also gets... No, it probably means that this is P3 for Sam now. Should be ahead of George too. Good one from him. Stars are gonna hate their lives at the end of this race though. And Sonzi Max spins a lot. Is attempting an overtake at Romse Jensen. Brabner in the pit now. And then we'll see if he's ahead or behind of Sam. Sonzi forces some alternative lines out of Romse, but it's not too threatening. You don't really get past at this part of the track. You can see how he tries to widen the corner, but just misses the apex. I feel mean saying things like that. Kessel into the pit lane as well. That might give him the pace advantage he requires to fight Chevinsky, current silver class leader. Race leader. I should say that. Almighty slider the Yaston. And there's Mills. I'm gonna see how the pace between Mills and those guys is. Might be depressing if Mills actually faster than them, because then, you know, he could have easily won. I find it funny how Sonzi's team name in the bottom right is Aston Martin Drift Club, considering this is the most stable car on the game. Like, how do you drift it? How? Maybe more stable is the Beamer like the GT4 Beamer or something, I don't know. If you manage to spin that, you're special. Pit stops out of Formula Chris and Wazook now. The 997 Bentley and the 48? Yeah, 48. Mercedes also, we've got Iligna, Chavinsky and Ruben. That shakes things up a little bit. We'll see in about 2.5 minutes how they stack up against each other after this pit stops. Of course, it is very easy to just not really park in the right spot, get your car, you know, dropped again by the mechanics and then losing about 3 seconds in the pit lane if you don't nail it, or just having a slow entry, something like that. It's very possible, so sometimes we see vastly different running orders after the pit stops, and that's what we'll try and keep an eye out for. Chikika and Noppen are actually close to each other. They are teammates, as you can see by the liveries. Pepega Motorsports, what a name, honestly. And they are fighting over P6 right now, but that's like way worse net position after, well, considering the fact they haven't pitted yet. Now Rupert's in. Has Chris successfully undercut Felix Rupert? We'll need to keep an eye out for it. Chumley is 2 seconds ahead of Brabner and 1.2 seconds behind Witkowski. So his undercuts worked well. Question is just, does Chris's undercut work well? And has Felix driven a good in-lap? And where are they? So of course they are well, like of course P2 is well ahead of Jensen and Noppen. But what else is going on? Also Sam is catching. Sam is catching easily. Wait, where's Chris? Where's Rupert actually? Rupert's got such a big lead. Something's gone wrong with Formula Chris's pit stop. So this puts Felix Rupert into a brilliant race-winning position. He's P4 on track. He's gonna be net P1 after everyone else pits. It's just Smeltveld and Pixel who still have to go in ahead of him, and then Chikika behind him. So after they do that, Felix is gonna lead this race by quite a while and might finally be able to take revenge for what happened 1 season ago. Yeah, the race at Kyalami where he was gonna win and just either his PC died or did he bend it? I know he and Alex Burr were both through a big opportunity for a race win. And this is only 7 seconds behind Kessel. But he just needs to drive so much faster than him if he wants this position. Like, it's still possible, but it's tough. And now Pixel Chikeka in the pit lane. Is that a dive? No, it's not. Marius knocking on the door of Jensen though, and we've seen him drive aggressively earlier this race. He had a good fight with Mills, he had a good fight with Illigna, and is certainly no one to be underestimated. He's looking very at home in that Aston Martin, and is a legitimate overtaking threat. Now they pass Pixel Chikeka, so they are in their actual positions now. Only Welt and Smelt. Welt and Smelt. Yeah, okay. The other way around. Welt and Smelt are still out. The two Dutchmen, the last to pit. I expect them to come out behind Oliver P. Well, behind Oliver in P6 and 7. That's my guess. Romsa does so much that threat. Romsa, of course, in the Army Green Aston Martin leading silver class at this very moment. Then it's a reserve driver. Oh, that reserve driver sends one. Doesn't. But he stuck his nose in. I was a little bit cheeky. Realized that he can't put it alongside there though, so he does not cause a collision or anything. Well done from him. Nicely read. That situation. So anyways, behind him it's Bas Kessel, the second in silver class. Is Marius maybe getting interested in the inside line up the top of the hill? No. Okay, so Rupert Bindit, thanks for confirmation. He's got a chance at fixing that today though. But he can't go back in time and actually fix it, but he can make up for it. So everyone's less sad. Is George going for it on Sam? They are side by side, and I think this is the move done. So George just comes out of nowhere, even though the inside line of this sweep is Sam's, and he's going to hold up George for a little bit more. George obviously has the pace, but after that mistake, just, yeah, on the back foot, honestly, needs to get Sam, needs to get Chris, and then he is P2, which is still far from enough for the championship. Oh, that's a good point, actually. I don't stream regularly, why would I know that? Yeah, you're right. There's the ACC overlay. Man, George is really close. Just wonder what he can do. Also Kessel, Romsa. Wait, Romsa's passed. Romsa's been passed by Marius and Kessel, so there goes silver class lead. God damn it! So now Marius is in P11, P12 is Kessel, P3 is Romsa. So missed that, unfortunately. And this time into turn 1. Oh, that's actually not turn 1. Let's go. I am a professional. Timo dumb. Yeah. Yeah, my man. I'm very dumb. Yeah, Kessel is on a very easy way to win silver after what happened to Visser at the start. Visser needs to overcome such a big gap on track and in the points to make this work. Look at the run! George is definitely faster. Now where can Kessel get past Taurus? Smelt finally in. Well, trying the big overcut. We've lost Chikeka. Yeah. No big imagination needed to find out what happened. Oh no, I can't. He left the server, so I can't look at it. Absolute tragedy, honestly. What's that? Hello? Live feed? Hello? Replay? Hello? I don't understand this. We're stuck in a replay. We're not stuck in a replay. My man.
Walk one, Timo.
My man. Which
Decided to go in for commentary.
Elo. This guy.
That was the least I can do.
This guy should stay in the reporting staff. What?
Alright, so what's happening then?
Well, not a whole lot, but we've got Visser, who needs to make his way past Pixel here. If he wants any chance at key. Oh, what's he doing? My man, that's not the track. He's gonna go to the pit lane. I think he's gonna retire. Well, does that qualify as commentator's curse? That was quite fun.
Good. That definitely takes him out of contention.
Yeah, it does. I mean, that's the seal deal. Yeah, okay. I'm not changing anything about that statement. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I see what he did. He went just straight over the death curb and straight into the pit lane. He didn't get any damage, though. I don't know why he... Okay, he must be quite angry then.
Mental damage. Wait, that was rude. I actually meant he was, like, his mental game was cracked. Okay.
What?
Huh?
Ollie just said, whoever joined, you can politely leave again. Wow. Thank you very much.
True. No, not actually true. Hello.
Oh,
yes. What's that? That's a move from George finally trying to get the move on Sam, and they are gonna run side by side towards Death Curb Corner, aka Cheetah. How committed is George to keeping his nose in? How committed is Sam to staying on track? Not that much, apparently, as he leaves it 4 wheels off track into the gravel. Gravel, in fact, doesn't give the most grip, so loses out there, and George finally up to P3, P4 and net P3.
Yeah, that's some good side-by-side action. I think Nico's trying another overcut yet again, as he did in Monza, and it worked out pretty well for him in Monza. But yeah, as you said, gravel, not the best grip out there, as I found out during the race quite early on.
Yeah, but it can also say, Porsche, not the best grip there.
No, I actually quite enjoyed the Porsche. I'm not going to blame the car, I'm going to blame myself for that one. Also, it doesn't help that I was in 2 incidents, like in lap 1, so I just couldn't really be bothered to drive after that anymore. But yeah. Here I am commentating George, trying to salvage all the points he can for the championship win, but it's gonna have to take a DNF from Rupert at this point for anything to happen.
Yeah, honestly, he needs to finish 13th or higher, and then he wins the championship. By he, we mean Felix Rupert. And, unlikely. Let's put it like that. And even if it does happen, George still needs to beat Chris. 4 minutes.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm just gonna quickly have a look. Yeah, not much is happening currently. Romser Jensen is up behind Kessel again, but as it stands as well, Kessel, who, it is Bascodinho, Danny, but he is leading, and he's going to win the Silver Championship, because he only needs to get 6 points.
Yeah.
And as far as I see, if he even finishes last in Silver, he's going to get 6 points?
Yes. Yeah. 8, in fact. He'll get
8, in fact.
Yeah. Which he needs because the tiebreaker would be Smelts.
Yeah, so he has, unless he DNFs from this race, he has this race secured. Or the championship secured.
My mic's having a fun time.
My mic?
Yeah, it's back now.
Oh, okay.
Gone for a bit.
Yeah, but Travinsky's joining in on this battle now so we got a 3-way battle for the silver class lead currently.
I think we also have a fight for, what's that, P6. Got Smelt, then we've got Illigna, and then it's Ansel, so a 3-way fight there. In the background we see Ruben trying to get himself involved as well. Nico Veltman leaving the pits right now. He's, a good way down because of the tires, but he'll catch up quite a lot because of the tires.
Yeah, and I think Romsen may be having a look up the inside of Kessel into turn 1. No, he decides to back out of it at the end. Although Travinsky around the outside really late in the brakes. Well, actually, no, never mind. Kessel goes pretty deep. Romsen gets a great cutback. They're going to go side by side into turn 3. Travinsky wants a piece of this action as well. He goes up the inside of Kessel. Kessel is off the road with a bit of contact. And past goes Romsen and Victor Travinsky, but that's not good. That's not going to lose Kessel the championship, so I think he'll just stay with him for now and think of the long game. But that was unfortunate for him indeed.
If only Dragon was here. Like he could try and capitalize off of that. I assume he kind of got screwed at the start. It was a big crash, and I assume he got caught up in that, pitted really early, and from then it was just, he was nowhere.
Crying.
Flashing lights from the Lexus, so Kessel not happy. I think he'll get over it. He can try. He can pour his tears into the Silver Cup trophy.
Indeed, he can. Yeah, it was a bit of an aggressive move there from Chavinsky. Yeah, but hey, he made it. He made the move pass, so it's not the worst thing that's happened. The FA might consider that a warning at most, but I don't think it was that bad.
Yeah, I mean it's a GT3 racing moment. Okay, it's time to get
Indeed.
it's time to get all elitists over how great GT3 racing is compared to F1 racing.
Indeed, it is. You can actually touch wheels and it'd be fine. It's amazing.
You can in F1 2020 as well. There's no damage model.
Yes, but F1 2021 is apparently going to have side pod damage or whatever it was, so that might be different.
Terrible. I mean, it's like. I mean, that's the thing, right? The community complains that there's no proper damage, but I'm sure as soon as it's there, everyone will hate it. Like, everyone will race without it. Imagine getting rear-ended and this time, you know, you actually get damage from it. Normally it was, you get rear-ended, you're annoyed, but the other guy gets to pit longer and get a new wing. And now you... Yeah, I mean now you're just in trouble. You probably get unfixable rear-wing damage. So I think that could be quite rough on the new game, but I'm looking forward to seeing it. Not gonna drive it.
Yeah, it's quite interesting, a difference, how different it will make driving or racing in general. But yeah, I'm not gonna pick up the game, at least not at launch, so I won't be dealing with that. I'm gonna stick to ACC, and as you said earlier on in this stream, next season is my season. I'm definitely going to try a lot better next season, that's for sure, even though I'm pretty sure I'm going to miss a few races due to holidays. But when I do have the time, I will actually put some practice in.
Let's go! I mean, my plans are basically just iRacing, because iRacing doesn't tie me to a schedule that I have to follow.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know, but like... I would say half a year ago, last December, I convinced, it was hard work, okay, I convinced WoW to get himself iRacing, which is a big commitment, because now he's broken, lives on the streets, but he's got a nice back alley where no one steals a sim rig. And
yeah, that's very nice.
Yeah, and every time he collects 15 coins from passengers, he can buy a new track in iRacing.
Oh, that's amazing. I'm just going to quickly, Salmon is kind of close to McSpin's. They've been battling a little bit the past. Maybe I'll look at them for a little bit for now, but yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, I convinced him, and then he grinded it out, so we could do endurance racing together. And then last season, you know, I kind of called off endurance racing. I don't even remember why. I think it was exams, and also F1, because I was still like committed with that big time. So we didn't do last season. And then this season we're finally ready. Next week is my last F1 race, and
sorry, Illigner on the inside of Smelt makes the move stick. Great job, but although considering Smelt gets a pretty good exit, might run alongside into Death Curb or whatever. Cheetah, is that what it's called? Yeah. But yeah, Illigner makes a pretty nice pass there on Smelt after the right-hander, after the left-hander, yes.
Late replay, you can't even see Smelt, but yeah, cutback completely covered. Put himself nicely on the apex, and there was no way really to counter that move. Good one. And so anyways, this iRacing season, they literally just removed the 6-hour endurance races. And they replaced them with a series that is just 24-hour endurance.
Yeah, so...
ridiculous. Who can drive a 24-hour race 6 times in 3 months? Who?
That's a good question.
There's no answer.
That's a very good question. I mean, it's kind of nice because we will get a 24 hours in one anyways. Even though it's not like official one-off event, it will still be a thing.
Yeah, but you can just make 5-6 hour races and one 24-hour race. I'm just mad because it was finally ready to go. Yeah. But no.
But alas, you were not allowed to have it. Oh, let's hope season 4 will be better. And as we're saying, that's Salmonen and McSpins a lot going side by side. And yeah, Salmonen gets pretty good on the brakes, so he gets a better exit than McSpins a lot. But he stays out for now. He's gonna have the inside for the next corner. So Salmonen's gonna have to try around the no, okay, he's already gone back past again McSpins a lot. So Salmonen, It's nice to see a return of him. He's been out for a few races, nearly
A few seasons.
2 seasons now.
I think more actually, maybe. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
about
but
that.
I think he made an appearance in Bathurst season 2. 2, I want to say.
He was in season 3 as well, I think. No,
Yeah.
but I mean, he didn't know I was commentating now, so he certainly wasn't here for the last 2 seasons.
Yeah. But yeah, he was out due to medical reasons. Now he's back in the racing scene. He sent me a very nice message saying, "Hello, I want to come back into racing. It's about time." And yeah, here he is. And he did pretty well in qualifying, if I remember. It was like P9 or something. I can't remember exactly. But
I had an incident with Illigna in turn 1, basically. Like Illigna.
yeah, I got caught up in that.
What a surprise! I think everyone did, kinda. Most people,
Yeah.
anyways.
I tried going around the outside of the incident, but it turned out the incident was going outside alongside with me, so I went very far off the road to try and avoid it, but that cost me already 7 positions.
Yeah, basically. I mean, I think that's also where Vissa's race ended early. Do you know? Oh,
Yeah.
wait. Ah, never mind. Okay, the Delta's lying to me. Why are you lying? I thought we got a side by side for Spins a Lot and Salmonen, but no.
Not quite yet. I think Salmon is just being patient behind it because his fastest lap is much quicker than McSpinzalot. He's done a 41.7 and McSpinzalot's done a 42.1 as his fastest. So it's about 5/10 in the fastest lap and currently doing 44s.
Yeah. And, I mean, for Salmonen, the thing is, I believe he has, like, massive potential, so I hope to see him like a full season next season if he's good physically again. Maybe he can put down some magic. I mean, P4 after being gone from racing for such a long time is seriously impressive. Shows the ability to improve and will hopefully challenge some people in, well, whatever happens after this. I assume there's gonna be a 6th season, but probably a slightly different format, I assume.
It's going to be a very different format, that's for sure. I think about making it shorter again.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it keeps people more interested because a 12 race long season is quite a lot for GT3 racing, considering most leagues only do about 6 races. But anyways, I just seen Tipsy in chat. 2-1 Milos, eat it. I think the biggest joke here is you expect Milos to be in chat.
True. That. Fair point, yeah. Yeah, I mean, the Polish homie just shouldn't have gotten the red card, honestly.
Yeah, first red card of the tournament. Sucks to suck, I guess. But here we have Salmon and only 2/10 behind and a braking, not be able to do anything. McSpinslot just putting that Aston right where he needs to. It's quite difficult to overtake on this track because you really only have 2 chances, and if you get a poor exit, you can basically forget about it.
Yeah.
Although, if you do, it's quite easy to scare people on the brake on this track as well, as there is quite a lot of opportunity to take different lines in different corners. So,
yeah.
if someone tries to rattle McSpinzel a little bit, maybe we'll see a mistake from him and he'll try and move.
Potentially, he needs to be careful though to not overshoot it or something. I've seen like plenty of people do that, though not today. It's been like fairly settled. I don't think I've seen anyone doing doing insanity. No, that's not how English works. Doing insane things. Being insane.
Yeah. Well, I've just been quickly... I have my amazing broadcasting tool that I use from Redacted, but Ruben has made an overtake on Philip Ansel. So he's now up to P8.
Give me your broadcasting tool.
Sadly, that is not allowed.
Although
saying that, my game is now running at 2 FPS, so I'll quickly relaunch.
Right. Well, now I know what redacted means. Okay. Okay, your big boy employer. See, I would, but I don't have time. I need to be picky, SimGrid or bust. Because they pay, I need money.
Yes, you need to get paid for what you do.
Well, yeah, if you have my schedule, then yes. Kinda. Unless it's a passion project like 2SRL.
Yeah. Yeah, here we go. Witkowski's really fallen off.
Oh, that's not an apex at all from Spins a Lot, and that's going to allow Salmonen alongside, and I think he's got the nose ahead into Sunset, as we are also fittingly driving into the Sunset. Sweeping it around the outside is the McLaren, and that allows the Aston Martin to be side by side into the left-hander coming afterwards. Oh, Salmonen gives him a little bit of a bonk. Obviously no bad intentions there, just didn't stick to the inside as much as he needed to, I guess. And I mean, it was fair in the grand picture, so he's finally got the move down P60 now. And nicely done from him. He hasn't lost his race since.
Yeah, that was pretty good, to be honest. A little bit of a love tap in between, but you love to see that in racing. And then I'm quickly jumping onto Chavinsky here, who is sadly in the Porsche, so he's probably not going to do anything, but he gets a great exit compared to Romza. Maybe he's able to send it into turn 1 here.
Yeah, this is for Silver Class lead, by the way. And considering 14 minutes to go, I think any overtake here could just mean the Silver Class win. Any mistake, well, could mean you don't win Silver Class. They are both well clear off of Kessel and Pixel, so nothing expected there. They are kind of on their own and will be able to fight it out. Romza, well done to come back after the qualifying ban, and Chavinsky has been completely thrown off by that lap 1 incident and has recovered quite well, and now they meet with 13 minutes to go.
Yeah, I've just been told by Tipsy to mock you for your non-existent Valorant skills, so I don't really... I guess I shall.
Listen here, okay? Listen here. I have ranked up to gold for the first time after 600 hours of CSGO yesterday. Okay, I'm really good at video games. I don't care what you say about it, Tipsy. It's only taken me 600 hours, and now I'm almost average.
Well, that's good.
No,
it only takes 600 hours to be average. That's a statistic. Nico now on the behind. He's doing pretty well actually. Yeah. He's challenging quite hard on Philip Ansel. Gets a great exit. Good slipstream as well. Gonna pull out, so he's gonna have to do it around the outside. But we'll have to see if he's able to break later than Ansel. It looks like Ansel breaks a little bit earlier, so Nico trying around the outside gives him plenty of space. So Ansel gets a better exit than Nico, but they're still gonna go side by side into turn 4. Now it's just about who breaks this one out and over the curb. Oh, that's
replay.
Mills! No!
The drive-through. So let's watch it back here. Then, I mean, you commentated on all of this. Val tries to swing it around the answer. There's actually proper space between the two of them, and then now I assume Ansel's going to run onto the curb on the left side. He's got plenty of space and just bonks off. Man. Okay.
And yeah, so he just hits the curb too hard there on the inside, and it flies into Nico. That's what happened with me and Noppen as well in Chatita. He hit the inside curb way too hard and flew into me.
I know, I saw it.
But now Marius Savickas, also known as Taurus,
how long did you practice
right up behind Ansel.
That? Is it Savickas?
Savickas, yeah.
Why didn't anyone tell me?
I thought he tried to tell you.
Yeah, but I read it as Savitkas, and I was sure that was wrong. So.
Okay. Well, maybe I'm saying it wrong. I'm not sure.
No, Savitkas sounds right to me.
Yeah. But now Jack Mills clearing his drive-through, and I think that basically sums up his season as well. I think, is this the second drive-through he's got this season?
I think so. I don't remember.
It might just be.
I don't remember very well. How many Mills no free races did he have, by the way?
I don't think he's had any Mills no free races, to be fair.
Oh, god damn it. Well,
yeah.
well.
Well.
There is a theme. Man. Oh no.
Not much more to say there. Yeah, there's two battles right here happening with Savickas on Ansel and then Chervinsky on Jensen. Oh, Chervinsky up the inside!
What a send! Can he hold it on the apex? It looks like he just can. Romza doesn't seem like he has it. Oh, but he actually gets alongside really well on the inside line. How did he gain so much ground there? Runs deep, and that gives the opportunity for the cutback into Sunset, though. I think it's just gonna be the better line for Romza, even though Vito got properly ahead there and keeps the position. Well done. Super send into turn 1. and then a switch back. Well done, man.
That was one hefty send. I was already on board with him. I did not expect him to make the corner, but that just shows how good the Porsche is under braking. So that was really good stuff from Chervinsky. Now he's going to try. He's only got 2 seconds, 2.5 seconds to Savickas, who's currently battling with Ansel. This could be a top 10 finish for Chervinsky.
Yeah, after what has happened on lap 1, that'd be great. I mean, he qualified P8, well out of contention for anyone else in silver class, and then things happened, mistakes were made, man, and and that was that. The problem is just that maybe the Porsche is going to be sitting duck on the straight if Romse can keep it close enough, because that Porsche engine truly does not go quite
well. The
right.
thing is, the Porsche engine does go, it's just it's got so much downforce, the car. As you can see with a massive rear wing, and you see Savickas getting quite squirrely on the braking there behind Ansel. He's going to have to fall back a little bit, but he gets a better exit as well, so he might be able to try something into turn 1. He's only 2.5 tenths behind now. It's still closing the gap, and he's pulling out a little bit, but I think he's waiting for it. It looks like he just trying a little bit of a mind punt for now.
Oh, damn you and your reasonable judgments, Marius. Why didn't you send it? And I wonder how much damage Ansel has after the big off he has had. And now, of course, the biggest collision he had was with the curb, kinda. But he also tagged Veld, so that probably gave him a little bit of damage. And I wonder if it's affecting him noticeably in this battle, because Marius is all over his back. That is just a fact.
And Chervinsky's gained, let me have a look at my amazing broadcasting. He gained 7 tenths last lap on Savickas, Chervinsky did, so this fighting is definitely not helping. He's going to be in this battle very soon. I think even at the end of this lap, he might be close enough to try something. Marius tries to look up the inside, just spooks him a little bit, but this is a very close battle, and I've just seen in chat, Tipsy says, Lance is an odd name for people nowadays. However, in the medieval era, people were called Lancelot. Oh, thank you very much, Tipsy. That is an amazing joke. Oh boy.
You know those people who say Germans aren't funny and then they do that? Like, God.
Well, I'm just wondering, is he pregnant? You know, because he's pulling out quite a lot of dad jokes.
I know exactly where you got that one from. That is one of the symptoms. I know exactly where you got them from. Someone dropped that one on Mills today. Was it you, actually?
Oh. It was me as well, so I'm repeating the joke for someone else, but it's okay.
God damn it. My man.
Yeah, Marius having a... Actually, wait, Ansel gets a decently poor exit. Marius could maybe do a switchback maneuver here. Nah, he's a bit too far behind. It does close in on braking though. Gets a bit squirrely there. Yeah, Chervinsky in this battle now as well. He's only 6 tenths behind. Oh. I think Marius showing his himself in the mirrors now, trying to get Ansel off the line, and they're very close behind. But yeah, around the outside tries Marius, not going to be able to make it stick. No cutback maneuver there. He's going to have to be careful because he's got Chervinsky right behind him. One little slip up, and that could be costly. And I think Romse has crashed or something. Or no, he just wasn't on the screen. He's still there.
Romse's just vanished. My man's gone. And now I wonder if Vito can maybe outbrake Marius, but Marius going for the, well, defending the inside actually. That's gonna cost him some time, not the ideal line, and maybe the slipstream gonna be good enough to attack for the Porsche. 6 minutes to go, and Chervinsky is trying to get a car between himself and P2 in silver class.
Yeah, indeed, and he's just trying to get that top 10 finish, it seems, currently, and Ansel is holding on for dear life to save the little dignity he has left after that incident with Nico Veldman. Veldman starting the race saying he was just going to watch football during the race, but now he's actually up in P9, so he's having a pretty good race, even though he really disliked this car and track combo. But here we are, everyone on the straight. I think Chervinsky gets the worst exit out of all of them, but yeah, no one seems to be close enough this time around to do anything.
Probably turn the TV off. So Vito is so close. You could just see the agility of that Porsche. You can also see the amount of patience you have to have when you are in a Porsche in you know, sections like this. and you know you're faster than the guy ahead. You need to make sure to not do anything stupid. So far it's worked out pretty well for him. Can he do that for 5 more minutes?
Yeah, we'll have to see. Ansel's actually sort of pulling a little bit away from Marius now. I think Marius focusing more defending than attacking. Marius in the worst position here, to be honest. He has to worry about everything around him. And if he does one mistake defending or one mistake attacking, he is losing 1 or 2 positions depending. Romza trying a little bit, having a look up the inside there, not able to close down quick enough. So this battle will continue as it is, and I think Marius is slightly falling behind Ansel now, so Chervinsky really hunting down Marius. He wants that top 10 position.
Yeah, he's in a rough spot though, because if he makes a mistake on the overtake, then there's a decent chance that he'll be passed by Romza. And if he just doesn't go for the move on Marius, then he'll be able to focus on defending more. But then again, you know, he doesn't get away from him, so it's kind of a gamble. Like, if he attacks Marius and it goes well, then he's got a buffer. If he attacks him and it goes poorly, then he's probably losing the win. And if it doesn't go for it, then he's just maybe a sitting duck. So there's many considerations to be had here from Chervinsky, and it's a rough spot. You need to be very mindful of what you're doing, and so far he's done that really well. Now he goes a little bit deep, and not on the space there where the Audi can get alongside reasonably.
Yeah, it seems like all these drivers just battling to try and see who makes a mistake first, and then whoever can capitalize is going to be the winner in this battle. But yeah, the 3.5 minutes to go. The sun is setting. It looks pretty nice now. It's Kyalami. It's a very pretty track. Absolutely amazing for a 24-hour race. I think very scenic track for sure. And if you're a little bit bored, not really around Kyalami, it doesn't really happen because it's an amazing track as well. You can just have a nice look over Cape Town in the distance. Is it Cape Town? Now I might be saying something. A big city.
A big South African city. There's like a 1 in 3 chance that it's Cape Town, I guess. What are the other ones, like Johannesburg?
Johannesburg.
Pretoria,
and,
I think?
Yeah, something like that. I think it's either Johannesburg or Cape Town, I'm not sure.
Wimpy might know.
Yes,
or Carsten
if Wimpy still is in chat and you see this battle getting ever so slightly more warm, as Marius maybe gonna have to... Oh, a little bit of a bump there. I don't know if there was a contact between Chervinsky or Marius.
Romza's gonna try and take that chance. That's exactly what I was talking about. You risk so much to go into each other, and they're both gonna have a terrible run. But I think Romza... Romza has to tuck in behind. Now the straight line speed on that Audi is absolutely stellar though, and maybe with a send into turn 1, if he is later on the brakes, he can make this work. It's Romza versus Vito. Vito goes proper deep, uses a lot of the brake force that Porsche has to offer though, and keeps his nose ahead for the silver class lead. Well done.
Yeah, it was a very exciting little battle right there. I think Chervinsky hit the back of Marius into Cheetah. Into Cheetah, and that got them both a little bit offline. You can see the front damage on Chervinsky there, and then Romza just trying to capitalize the best he can. But as we saw, he got a kind of a poor exit because he went up the inside, and Chervinsky just able to maintain it under the braking. But I think there's about 2 laps left for these guys to battle, and it looks, I can't tell who's going to come out ahead.
Yeah, I mean, let's look where Rupert is. Is he? I actually don't know if we're gonna get the... I think it could be really close if this ends here. I need to keep an eye on it because I don't want to miss the championship ending, you know. But the other fight is just really good. Also, we've got...
Speaking of the other fight, a little bit of contact between Romza and Chervinsky there before they got into the right-hander in the fast left-hander, I think. These guys getting their elbows out as much as they can. I know they're both in voice chat together, so they'll be laughing with each other, or they'll be swearing at each other. One of the two. It will be no in between. But yeah, these two drivers doing the absolute best they can to win Silver Class today.
Yeah, Silver Class has been delivering properly over the last few races. I'm kind of glad we introduced it. And, well, it'll be interesting to see who are going to be protagonists for the championship next time. Right now, Kessler has basically got this in the back unless he somehow retires and then leaves the server. So it's at his own volition if he doesn't win the championship. And so It's just about this race win. So where is... where is
this
Felix?
might be close.
No,
There might be
I think there's
one
another
more lap.
I think we've got another lap.
It
8, 7
depends if he
seconds.
slows down or not.
Is he gonna run this? He is. Got one more lap.
He's gonna one more lap with a second to go.
Oh, also Ansel under threat from Savickas. God damn it. Now you've ruined me. And so he's gonna try and hold 10. He's got Marius, Czerwinski and Romza behind himself. Romza now maybe a little bit too far to threaten him on the main straight. What can Marius do up the hill? Doesn't find any space on the inside. So no move done up the hill into that funny hairpin thingy. Maybe down into Mineshaft. Of course, Ansel doesn't have any, I was gonna say DRS, I mean Slipstream to defend himself, because he's the leading car in this train. And yeah, Romza has just lost so much ground, so I don't think he's gonna be able to contest this on the last lap. Savickas, though, all over the back of Ansel. And they're gonna fight it out on the last lap.
Yeah, we know Savickas is a very mature driver, so I doubt he's gonna go for any last lap lunges. However, Czerwinski right behind, and I know he is very aggressive and he will want to try and take any opportunities he gets. So we might see some last lap contact. And I'm just gonna quickly go to Ruben because he's right up behind Smelt. And they are on the last lap already though, so I don't know if these guys are gonna be able to swap positions. And looking at where they're on the track, it's not really an overtaking opportunity here. So yeah. I'm gonna keep riding with them while you can ride with the silver class battle.
Yeah, well, we're gonna ride with someone else very soon. I hope I don't miss anything in the silver class battle. Though, tell me if I oh god, this is a tough task. We have got ourselves a new champion after 12 races this season. Alexander Karsten, of course, has not finished the season, unfortunately, and following him as a champion is Felix Rupert. He is our 4th individual champion after myself, Sam and Karsten. So he puts himself onto that list. Really nicely done. Then it's going to be Chris and George, but we want to see the silver class battle. How's it going? Also Ansel and Savickas. I think there's no changes of position here. Ruben, maybe. He didn't get the run down the hill. So unless there's a mistake in Cheetah, I believe that Smelt's going to run this home in P7.
Yeah, it looks like Smelt is going to take this home in P7. And Smelt's losing the silver championship today, which is absolutely crazy to think considering he hasn't been a silver driver for the past 6 races. He won every single race he was a silver driver.
Yeah.
Absolutely crazy scenes.
Damn, I wonder why he got promoted. And and I think, yeah, in the silver class battle and Taurus and Ansel, nothing's happening either. Ansel very careful on that last corner. Doesn't want to open any doors. Might have actually outdone himself, but we're getting a photo finish. But Ansel just holds on by 11 thousandths. What a finish to this one. For them. So yeah, let's quickly have a look through the results. So Chris gets P2, very well done. George, after the mistake, doesn't win the championship. Could have won today. I don't know what happened to him, but he's not gonna be happy. But it's
What's happened to Romza? I'm gonna have a quick look. What happened to Romza? Romza suddenly got a lot of. It looks like he's run out of fuel or something.
Oh, did the extra lap screw him over? I was wondering about that because maybe Rupert was so fast. He could have given us an extra lap and that would compromise people, maybe. So anyways, yeah, we've got Sam, after a disappointing qualifying, recovers decently well. Olive, P4, and now the results are ruined. That's great. Well, I mean, you saw the results on the screen. I don't think I can say much more about that. So yeah, we've crowned 2 new champions today. Bas Kessel follows Sanix as silver class champion, and Felix Rupert follows Alexander Karsten as pro class, or rather overall champion. That is, I think that's the end of the season.
That is the end of the season.
I know that's the end of the season. And yeah, well, thank you for helping me out in the last moment after your race didn't quite go as you wanted it to. That was refreshing. Thanks to everyone who was watching that, and I wish all of you a good evening, and I also wish you a good week, supported by a lot of F1 racing, as SLR and 2SRL both end their respective seasons at Interlagos, Brazil is going to be the finale for those two, so check that out. And yeah, thanks for watching. Goodbye.